Hi, welcome to Vaughn on Movies. I'm your host, Vaughn Fry. Today I'm looking at My Bloody Valentine 3D. In the film, Jensen Ackles stars as Tom, a guy who, along with two of his friends, Sarah and Axel, survived a bloody attack by some crazy miner named Harry Warden. 10 years after a brutal attack on him and his friends, he finds his ex-girlfriend to be married to some guy who was either his enemy or maybe one-time friend, and at the same time he's coming back into town to sell the mines that his father owned. He's also soon to be stepping back in at a time where the killings have started up mysteriously. The movie gets off to a very shaky start with way out there handling of the plot. First of all, we see a scenario that we think is going to be the majority of the film. Some high school or college kids get together outside this mine shaft, and they're going in there bringing in some beer, and they're going to have a party or whatnot. But within seconds, one of them walks in there and finds everybody dead already, which is just pacing suicide. And from that point, it really just gets worse. Eventually, the boss of Patrick Swayze and Roadhouse talks him into not selling the mines, and all of a sudden people start dying left and right. It's really quite chaotic, a little bit all over the place. Most killers have a particular MO, and this guy just, it seems like maybe there was one at the beginning, like, hey, if you get near these mines, I'm going to take you down. But later on it's like, okay, just everybody dies because of what? And there's really no motivation behind any of the killings whatsoever. Even near the beginning of the film, when they tried to give some backstory to it, I just didn't feel that this character had any reason killing anybody at all. It was just really a mess just made for the effects. Another thing about this movie is that you got the psycho with the powers almost unexplainably, like somehow becoming a psychotic killer gives you ability to teleport possibly, and increases your bullet resistance by 100% easily. A very crucial character in the film is killed off screen and talked about, and that is just horrible, and that's right in the middle of the film too. It is so all over the place. There's nothing to care about in any of the characters. They're very horribly handled as far as the lines go. The acting is campy, and it's really a B-grade cast full of has-beens, maybe could-have-beens, and people who probably aren't going to be. I will say this, I saw it in 3D, it cost a little more, but I had the Dolby 3D glasses, and it made it somewhat entertaining. So I'm going to have to give it a 1.5 stars. Most of that first star being the fact that it got finished. I'll give anything at least 1 star, but the extra half star goes to the presentation on the 3D. I really thought that the 3D effects looked pretty good. The movie was a little centered around it, like every once in a while, oh, there's a hand dripping some blood in front of you, or okay, here's the axe comes flying at you, whatnot. Okay, so they knew they were shooting it in 3D, okay? So I can't really criticize them for that. It looked pretty good though. It was not your kind of stereotypical blue and red glasses. They were very clear looking, and the colors looked great. I think this could be something that catches on possibly. And you know what? The movie was just pretty horrible. If you really want to see something in 3D, I guess you might be somewhat entertained to go watch it. It's not too long. You won't bore yourself to death. It's just pretty horrible as far as a completed product. So 1.5 stars for My Bloody Valentine.